Oh. My mom should be coming soon. Another day of shock. I think when the physical sanction is meaning, which is not everything was okay. Everything was okay. And probably there was no before they didn't see. Everything was happening for 2 weeks. And people with very different personalities and personality complexes. It's a nice day out. My mom should be here in a minute. Well, in the next half hour at least, hopefully. I'm sad that people are so mean to innocent people. And when I see people mean to me, I always think, who else have they been that way to? If one person can be sufficiently violent to another person, I promise you, they've done it before and they'll do it again. And whether you think it's justifiable or you think you can understand it, shock is shock. People have a basic, lawful, legal responsibility not to induce too much injury in other people, regardless of how difficult the situation may be for you. Right? Someone could whisper in your ear that a person where you're shopping is a complete serial killer. Right? And they killed a member of their family, and they're a deadly human being. And maybe you're scared. And maybe you go shopping somewhere else. But what you don't do is start spreading that like it's a fact and getting other people scared. You know? Maybe you could quietly mention it to the owner and the manager and ask them if they could get a criminal check. Or just go and give their name to the local RCMP. You know, they can check them out for you. You ask them some questions. You know, if you really that serious, but what you don't do is start spreading awful rumors about someone. Not a raven. Oh, nice. Wow, we're going over the train, Chelsea. It's amazing. Flight. Wow. Eagle. Wow. The eagle's kind of flying the same pattern as the raven. Now they're singing. There's another one. Huh. Try is the number 3, like the sun. Well, we wait. It's the end of our day. We wait for our carriage. Carriage. Kind of a deadly sounding word. Carcinogen. What are you generating? Carcinogen. You're generating, if you're getting cancer, the environment in your body, for whatever reason, have generated a septic situation. Septic. That's why I think confronting shock and trauma every day the best that I can, alone or as vulnerable as I am, exposed or naked as I am in the darkness, makes me healthier. Because I'm dispelling disease every day. I might feel like I'm constantly getting dipped in it. But I know that as the next year, December 21st, will mark a positive break, and I think a lot of good things will grow in my life. And I think that time doesn't always heal things, but if you set the right foundation, it does. I've been very vocal the last few years. I so look forward to hearing and seeing my mom's car come by. She bought herself, her leases. I guess she bought it, pays for it every month. She does pretty good. You know, living together is much more economical for her as well as for me. We'll work it out. My sister is out there somewhere. At least she's not being as detrimental to me anymore as she has been because of fear and whatnot. And a relaxed posture. And tomorrow will be better. Every day gets a bit better. And gets up and down. Last few days, just been a little anxious, but I had to go buy this creepy store, 15% battery. Okay. Let me just. That's pretty good. See here? Good. Wait for my ride. It's that simple. I hope she's okay. And, like I said, that lady Gail left the building. I don't think she was a good influence on my mom. I think just they're not. They're different. My mom doesn't realize how different people are about health and healing. It's very important not to be too aggressive, but you have to be aggressive enough. There's enough animal medicine. Like today was the otter. It was like soft enough, female energy. The croquette. Have fun. Be playful. It's okay. I've got when I'm feeling really anxious, trees smile at me. There's, I've been happier. The last few years have been hard. Sexual harassment has been an all-time high. I keep working with that, and every time I just find places to put my boundaries down and to speak my voice. And on camera, I speak hundreds of hours a month. I could do my luck. We'll see what time. I bet you it'll be like 20 minutes. She'll be here by the 20-minute mark. I don't really have any marijuana to smoke. It's okay. The stuff I had was quite good. Just a thin kind of pin marijuana cigarette. I love my mom, so much. I would do anything for her. And I got to take care of myself, and things take me away, and I experience shock and injury in the home, out of the home. I wanna relocate with her somewhere, off the island, preferably, certainly out of this township. And I would settle for a city or anything. And I've got to generate some money, and that's definitely on my list of things to do. The way that I do things, whatever that is, find a way to really believe in myself, or to just, it's like a small bird, as the runes say. You don't want to rush it, you don't want to be too aggressive, and you got to kind of cradle your life along a little bit, because that's the most vulnerable part of your life, where you kind of cradle it along. You make decisions, cradle, because that's where the new growth is. You want to live a long time, you got to be vulnerable, you got to be like a child a little bit. You don't have to be like what adults are always told to be, like dominant, know everything about everything, dominate this way, aggressive, assertive, da 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 da. get along with other very performance-oriented people. I think the longest living people know how to live simply. People that live these dominant lives and are constantly around people and people, importance and power and children and family and co-workers, all this stuff. The way people live today, as they get older, they're more likely to weaken because they're not used to really being by themselves. They're not used to being alone, or they're not used to, dealing with things that now cannot be dealt with by excessive amounts of labor and socially exciting situations. When you provide your own excitement every day, and life is exciting enough. 11-minute mark. My mom said she'd be early, so watching the clouds move slowly. Nothing moves slower in clouds, eh? It's like, up aboard, the cloud is leaving the station. We'll be in the next city in 8 hours, but it'll be a nice smooth ride. Try 24. Does anyone ever follow the cloud to see how far it gets? And they change as they move. I always found that kind of cool. I've kind of gone from someone who writes poetry all the time, and you really feel like you know things about nature, you're touching things. That's great. It comes into that writing. Oh, she's here. That's good. Good, she's here. That's nice, eh? Closer than I thought. There we go. And I'll leave the camera on. You can see my greetings. Keys, got everything. Get home security, health security. That's what you want. I've had that happen before. Oh, yes. Hi.
We got there early at the same day.
Nice.
Wouldn't you know it? Yeah, I didn't know I'd get here so quickly.
I was waiting, so I didn't want you to have to wait. So that's good.
You're waiting?
Oh, not too long. Yeah, I just got here.